Good morning, Meridian, and welcome to the Meridian Chamber of Commerce ribbon cutting event for the Meridian Library District's unBound location. We're so happy to be out here today with a nice group of people to officially open the unBound's new location here in downtown Meridian. With that, I'd like to introduce Megan Larson. Megan is the Meridian Library District Board of Trustees Chair. Megan?
Thank you so much to John and the Meridian Chamber for leading our ceremony today, and thank you to everyone for joining us here at unBound this morning at our library. This is a very exciting day that considers the mission. In 2012, the Meridian Library Security Grant was their first 3D printer, primarily for use in the program. As our staff streamlined the use of 3D printing in the library, it quickly became apparent that our community needs extended beyond those institutions. Meridian Interface will support entrepreneurs in the library with unique positions for that role. That idea led to unBound, the location that would offer access to technology and purchase for industry. In October 2015, with 6 months after the initial pitch, unBound opened its original downtown Meridian location, Old Farmers and Merchants Bank Building. We want to thank Meridian Development Corporation for making that possible. By leasing that space to the library for $1, we were able to pilot our vision for unBound and continue learning from our community. By the time we got to that location, we made waves for the Old Town Us project in early 2019. unBound has welcomed more than 35,000 guests and helped them with everything from photographing, podcasting, and community. Now, we open unBound as a permanent home. We are positioned to continue to step into our community needs, combining the training, technology, and administration of our workforce. Not a great thing to offer the library support of our community partners. We want to thank the Meridian Chamber of Commerce, Meridian Development Corporation, Meridian National Business Association, and the City of Meridian for support throughout unBound publication. We are also grateful for the support of, and would like to welcome representatives from, Congressman Holder and Senator Richard Thomas. We also want to thank the Meridian Library Foundation and the generous donors who have helped build this vision for research and technology. That includes Private Community Foundation, Ron Schumacher, C.S. Silas, Ron Harrison, and many others who supported various fundraising efforts for the foundation. And finally, we want to thank the community for recognizing the support of the library research. The plant facility levy we passed in 2019 supports unBound and 3 other projects that will renovate and modernize the library. This is just the beginning of a very exciting period of transformation for our library and our community, and we're very excited to see it come through. And now I will turn it over to the library director, Dr. Chris Roddy, who will tell more about what you can expect from our community.
Who are all here with us today.
Megan, Howard, Jeff,
Christina,
Christina, and Dustin was going to be here. There you are, Dustin. We're so glad that you all could join us today, and we are grateful to you for your support and belief in our vision for this modern public library space. And I'd also like to start by actually recognizing the history of this building behind me, which has been a part of the Meridian downtown community since the 1950s. Built by the Thompson family, who operated a well-known television and small appliance repair shop, the family business evolved into AEI Systems Group, an electronics systems business. We thought that that legacy of entrepreneurship and technology was a perfect fit for a business and technology-focused public library, and the owner, Ken Thompson, agreed. MSR Design, our architects, and the construction crew, CM Company, have done an amazing job renovating this building. In planning our renovation, we applied what we learned from our pilot building just down the street over there, and we prioritized what was most frequently requested and most frequently used. The interior design also reflects the multiple aspects of what unBound represents, blending the old and the new, the clean and the messy, the emerging technology with an established library institution. unBound might not seem like a typical library, But libraries have always been about equalizing access to knowledge, and the ways people gain knowledge are constantly evolving. Today, computer and technology skills are essential to accessing information and to be a skilled worker in the modern economy. At unBound, the collection isn't just books. It's hardware and software. On our first floor, you will find a design lab with high-end computers that have Adobe Creative Cloud available, a large format banner printer, and a laminator. Our Create Lab offers technology most people don't have access to at home, including multiple 3D printers, a CNC machine, a laser cutter, and other tools to prototype your ideas and products. Our work garage is a flexible open workspace that will be used for classes and events in the future. On the second floor, a reservable meeting room, a recording sound studio, and a smaller informal meeting lounge are all available for public use. As businesses adapt to an economic landscape shaped by COVID, and as residents pursue passion projects with renewed interest, access to these tools and spaces will be more important than ever. In addition to providing tools and software, unBound staff can help with everything from improving your business's web presence to designing prototypes or generating an elevator pitch. We will help you identify next steps to turn your idea into a product or a business. At unBound, you can launch your business with a library card. There are many stories of unBound transforming people's lives. In our old building, we met Tony. Tony was new to Meridian, and he'd been unsuccessful in finding employment in his chosen career as an animator. He noticed the 3D printers in the window and came in to inquire, and unBound staff helped him learn 3D design, a natural translation for his animation background. Spending more time with us, Tony got curious about virtual reality, and our staff taught him how to use that equipment too. Tony is now teaching video game design to an international audience. Tony is one of the thousands of people that we've helped at unBound. Our team helped a graphic designer create high-quality posters of her work to sell in a local coffee shop. They assisted a small business owner who needed to design custom cookie cutters for events. They introduced unBound's recording studio to a group of friends recording a weekly podcast on their phones from their car. After switching to unBound's recording equipment, the group transformed their podcast into a high-quality production with clear, professional audio. unBound is committed to staying connected to Meridian's business community and will provide programs and services in response to their needs. unBound manager Nick Grove is a familiar face in Downtown Meridian, and Alex Jonatakis will serve as our very first business liaison librarian. They are ready to hear your ideas and learn more about how they can help. This past year has been difficult for everyone. We know that in times of uncertainty, creative thinkers and inventive leaders are important. Our communities are stronger when we give these innovators the resources they need to thrive. unBound fills that need. It is a catalyst for economic development, a destination for innovation, and a library like no other. And we can't wait to share it with you. Thank you for joining us.
Now I'd like to welcome Mayor Robert Simonson to say a few remarks. Mayor?
Thank you, Sean. Entrepreneurs and makers. No, I'm not talking about the people that are going to use the space. I'm talking about the Meridian Library District and their leadership. They are providing opportunities in ways that, quite frankly, I'm not familiar with a lot of other libraries, but they are setting the example for the rest of the country, not the Valley, not Idaho, but the country, in providing opportunities for the community. We're here because of a lot of work a lot of people have done over a long time. And I appreciate the comments earlier that were made about NBC. Starting the initial, startup costs for unBound for their entrepreneurial journey to get us to where we are today. And their investment and continued investment in our community here in downtown with this location. You can just look around you right now. Where's the vault that has been redone over the years? You have new design architect, work that has been done right next door, and the new buildings coming up. This is part of our revitalization in downtown, and it's going to bring people downtown for what they're going to do in this space. So thank you to the board, the leadership, and the staff. And I want to take a second to talk about the staff real quick from that standpoint. Government can sometimes get a bad rap from people. But when you have people that were here in unBound during the pandemic, when they didn't have a place, taking the stuff home and creating things in their home on their counters, Nick, hats off to you. I'm sure you weren't the only one that was doing that. But working out of their homes, taking over their life, so the community had access to, in some cases, life-saving resources, other cases, continue the work that they were doing from that perspective. So it's just an amazing work and dedication to the community, and that is what happens when you have a award-winning, innovative library here in your community with dedicated people that are dedicated to the cause for what they're doing. The words I had that were put down for me were books are just beginning for the Meridian Library District. I think that's a great way to view it. My wife does the books. That's her forte. My kids want to do what's in here and what unBound offers, and we are very excited to get down here. I showed them. I got a preview of this a few weeks ago, like many other people. My kids are excited about what this can mean for their future, their opportunities, especially my youngest one. My 10-year-old, he's jacked for what unBound has. And I've tried to convince my wife that we can decorate our house using the work that we can do out of here. Haven't gotten that far yet, but I'm working on her from that standpoint. It's not all about art.com. It's about unBound. Let's go there. We can find something from that standpoint. But I'm going to end with just saying thank you to all the people that got us here today. There's too many of you from all different levels that are there, and congratulations, quite frankly, to the community stepping up and passing the levy for this and the bond. Sorry, from that standpoint, that's what brings these type of things to reality and provides for other needs for our growing community. So, with that, I'm going to end with a pay it forward. And this is something the city has worked on for several years, working with our local business communities to pass it on. Say congratulations from one to the other. I see Councilman Kavner out there. He was one that got to help us get this started with, when the very first one that we did with 5 guys, when they gave some peanuts, way back in the day when they passed that along from that standpoint. And this is from Gateway Mortgage, who couldn't be here today, but they had their ribbon cutting last week. So just pass on a little congratulations, thank you gift on behalf of Gateway Mortgage.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mayor Simonson. Now I'd like to welcome one of our chamber board members, Kevin Kuhn, to give another presentation to the Library District's unBound.
Gretchen is a very familiar face, and with the Meridian Chamber of Commerce,
I picked you.
let's give her a hand on that. Reigning hand of the year as well, Nick. So let's give him a hand as well. So this plant signifies planting roots in our community. I'll look at a couple of things just before this. It also stands for prosperity, freshness, and growth, of course. So all really good keywords for what we're doing here. So welcome.
Thank you. Thank you, Kevin.
Thank you, Kevin. Just a few more comments from the Chamber of Commerce. We really do love that unBound is available to the business community. It means so much for businesses to be able to have access to cutting edge technologies, new resources, new ways of doing things. And if anything this last year has taught us is the importance of those businesses be able to embrace those new technologies and to be able to implement those in their businesses in order to adapt, pivot, and learn from what we have dealt with last year and that we're continuing to deal with. So Gretchen, with that, I'd like to invite you and your team up to officially cut the ribbon. We'll get our ambassadors here. Here you go. They're heavy.
Yes, they are.
All right, so we're going to do a countdown. Ready? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Again, so much for being here with us today. We are so excited to bring unBound to the public. Virtual tours will be available on the library's website, and interested people are invited to sign up for tours through our website at mld.org/unbound. We invite you to check out the social media, and we'll be promoting lots more online for those of you who can't be with us today in person. To those of you who were able to join us this morning, thank you for being here, and have a great afternoon.